let me just keep it real with you. If Adidas was a woman, that girl would be my wife. For dramatic effect, I'm gonna call this video the ultimate Adidas running shoe video. Slightly long, but it communicates the heart of what we're about to do here. Hey, let's do the intros. My name is Aubrey. I'm a very average runner, simply trying to be less average by the day, as at the time of filming this, I can't believe it, 23,100 subscribers have decided to subscribe to my channel. Disclosures, most of these shoes, probably apart from one, have been given to me either by Adidas or Sports Direct Running, simply for review. I'm gonna start with two shoes. Now these two shoes don't fit in the Adizero line. The Adizero line is really what we wanna talk about. I'm gonna start with this one, UltraBoost. Now, I acknowledge the existence of this shoe. It's good for some people. For me, I just like how it looks. In terms of the running, I can't really say it's a shoe that I put up there within the Adidas line, but I thought I would acknowledge it. The one I do like that's not Adizero, bang. Now this shoe was worth talking about before the EVO SL came around because it was the same price point with a PEBA base. That gives you excellence. What I like about it the most though, it came out with a campaign that just said, have a nice run. I was privileged to be included in the launch of that campaign, and I like it. Kind of gets you to put aside pace, lactate threshold 1, interval, nah. Just put the shoes on and go have a nice run. Done. That's what I like. But it's not what we came to talk about. It's all Adizero over here. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Aubrey, I like the Adidas brand, but I can only afford one pair of shoes. What is that one shoe that I should get? For me, it's this one here. Adidas's EVO SL. Now, if you don't wanna get the Adidas EVO SL, I can give you one more option. The Adidas EVO SL in white. All right, no jokes. The Adidas EVO SL came about and just took the running world by storm. If you can only afford one pair of shoes and you want to do all of your running, or maybe you've just started running and you're not too sure if you really want to do it, or you've been running and you really want to give this Adidas running brand a go, or you already do and you want to try out something that just pushes everything, one of the most affordable running shoes while packing a kick in terms of its features. It comes with performance grade features. It's lightweight. The foam here is in one of Adidas's super shoes we're going to talk about in a little bit. It's just a great shoe, right? Now, if you want to then expand your collection and say, Aubrey, okay, cool, I've got a daily trainer, but I want to kick things up a notch. I want to take things to race day, okay? So let's move this to the side. If you ask me that, I'll tell you what kind of race day. 5K, maybe 10K, fine. It's this one here. It's called the Takumi Sen 10. This one here, that shoe, love the aesthetic of it. Now, I wouldn't be me if I don't keep this real, right? I was gifted these shoes by the Adidas guys. I was gifted this one by Sports Direct, this one by Adidas. This shoe I wore once and never wore it again, simply because it just doesn't work with my foot. Now, this shoe, people were breaking all sorts of records when we went over there to Road to Records event. It's a great shoe. Everyone I ran with ran in this shoe. Just for me, it just didn't work. But if you're looking for something lightweight, something you're gonna do your 5 to 10K in, I can't recommend anything like this because it doesn't work for me. Instead, that is the Adidas Pro 4. If running shoes were lingerie, it would be that. It would be this shoe here. Well, the first time I ran a marathon was in this exact pair, this exact one, okay? This pair of shoes, I ran my first marathon in, and it's still my PB today. Adidas Pro 4. In my opinion, I don't care what distance you're doing. In fact, I know people are gonna come at me saying, Aubrey, you shouldn't wear carbon plated shoes even for easy runs. No, if I could just have one pair of shoes, it would be that. The only reason I recommend the EVO SL instead is because this bad boy is 220 pounds. That's 130. But if I could own one pair of shoes to run in for all of time to come, so far, it would be this shoe. All right. Wait, let's bring back the other one because I want this to kind of be a big collection of them. There, all right? You could chill with your friends, all right? Fine. Now, in between your race day shoe, which is what you're gonna kind of keep for PB attempts, and the daily trainer, there is a shoe that fits very well inside, and that to me is the Boston line, right? People love the Boston 12, but in all shapes, they have improved that to the 13. Now this is the Boston 13, and I have to tell you, it fits very well between these two shoes, between the EVO SL and the Pro 4. Simple. It feels like, to me anyway, it's the EVO SL with steroids injected into it. Because if you turn it around, you're gonna see those rods in there. It also packs that Light Strike Pro. That is the same foam that is in here. However, it then has Light Strike. So it's not all Light Strike Pro. Let me explain. The Light Strike Pro in here is in the predecessor, the previous version of the Pro 4, Pro 3. That foam is what is in the EVO SL, fully. Whereas in the Boston 13, they've packed the Pro 4's foam, and below that is then the Light Strike, which is the standard Light Strike. We're about to get spicy. Now, Aubrey, bro, listen. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm a bigger guy. Because of that, before the Pro 4 came out, my favorite running shoe that Adidas makes was this one here. That one there. This is the Prime X2 Strung. I have to tell you, I don't know what Adidas was smoking when they came up with this shoe, but they smoked it well. Can't believe I just said that. The Prime X2 Strung went, you know what, I don't really care. I'm gonna give you 50 mil, right? This is 50 millimeters. In addition, you can only have one stiffening agent or element in that shoe, i.e. a carbon plate. Now, this one decides, no, I'm gonna do two. So not only does it have two plates within this shoe, it then has sandwiched between those two plates is this Light Strike Pro here. Basically, this thing is my idea of what a race day shoe should be. Exaggerated foam. And when you're on a long run, it just feels so good in terms of the comfort. But because of the carbon plates in there, the exaggerated stack, it just propels you and it works very well for me, right? Now, I got one more. Before I kind of rate these shoes and put them in order, I got one more that I need to show you. Now, they've put out a new version of this shoe, which is why I have the old one. I was gifted this one too. And that shoe is this one here, the Pro Evo 1. Now, when this shoe came out, I could not believe it. 500 pounds or 450 pounds. And then you get to understand why. It was just madness. It came in a box and I lifted the box. The box didn't feel like it had anything in it. It's the first time when the super shoes really started coming out. Now, most brands will have some, okay? Asics are putting out a crazy one. Light Spray by On Running, the Metaspeed series by Asics. This to me pioneered all of that, the craziness within that. Now, if you're an exceptional, one of those 2-hour, 5-minute marathoners, that kind of running, this shoe is designed for a good long run and one marathon to be at its peak performance. This is for when you really want to go fast. Or when you want to let everyone else know at your running event not to mess with you. Say, hey, listen, everyone move to the side, move to the side. I've got the Pro Evo 1 on, right? Make way. I'm going to rank these in terms of what sort of special place in my heart do these shoes hold. Let's start here, wipe the slate clean, and we'll do that by, you see? Starting at number 5 of all the shoes I've just told you about, boom. This shoe is like someone's wife. It's probably good, just not for me. Not for me. This thing is fast. It's very lightweight, very close to the ground contact, and it's very responsive. If you're fast, you're gonna love this, but only for those 5K to 10K distances. But as I say, it's like someone else's wife. She's probably really good, just not mine. Number 4, boom. The Boston 13, great shoe. Great shoe. And the only reason it's not higher up is because of how good these other ones are. But if you can only afford one pair of shoes, This will definitely be one of those. It is very good daily train up, but it can push the paces too. All right, 3, boom, EVO SL. I won't even lie to you. The only reason it's not higher up, it doesn't do that top end very well. It's not as flashy, but it does what it needs to do. In my opinion, for most people, because of the price point and because of what this shoe does and the specs that it features, this will be that one shoe if you can only afford one, or maybe you're just getting into running. All right, now for the big guns, Prime X2 Strung. Before the #1 shoe came out, this was the best shoe Adidas makes, in my opinion. They're about to release the Prime X Strung 3. If Adidas does not reach out to me, I'm telling you now, similar to this shoe, I paid my own money, I'm gonna buy that shoe myself, because that shoe to me is gold standard when it comes to the Adidas line. Well, of course, until the #1 came out, I tell you what, the #1 deserves to have this whole floor by itself. Actually, wait, Aubrey, you've got 2 shoes left. So what do you mean #1? Well, this one here can't really be counted. The Pro Evo one can't really be counted, okay? Most of you guys are not gonna get a Pro Evo one. Let's not lie about it. Let's not lie about it. And for me, honestly, I wouldn't too if it wasn't gifted to me. That's just me keeping it real with you. I wouldn't. That's why it's not on the charts, right? I acknowledge it's there. I'm about to start wearing it, you know? Wanna wear it on a school run just to let people know, like, listen, get out the way. I'm not kicking dad vibes over here. Oh, also, it's my daughter's birthday today. She turned 5. So I might wear this on a school run because it's a special day. Anyway, back to this having its own floor, special effects. This is where it's at. The Adidas Pro 4, in my opinion, is the best running shoe Adidas makes. Simple as that. Now, why? Race day shoes that I've come across from other brands are specifically tuned for that. Their foams aren't as cushioned. They are quite aggressive that you kind of need to maintain your form all the way through your run. I find this to be very forgiving. I find it to be super squishy. I love that for the cushioning. Because when I'm running a marathon, I start looking like I'm about to have a heart attack towards the end of that. And I need the shoe to kind of comply with that, you know? So this here is exactly why. My #1 shoe that Adidas makes, the Pro 4. I'll see you in a bit.